that's just an instinct I have. You know, they didn't do nothing, but my instinct said, all right, I better stay right here in case some funny shit going on. But that comes from, you know, being in the town for years. You know, it built me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the average cat would have they probably would have got jacked because, you know, they don't know how it go. But, you know, once I seen the movement, I was like, okay, I see what y'all on. But,
you instantly recognize irregular movement.
Irregular stuff,
being
man.
from the town. Exactly. Like, that shit ain't normal.
It ain't
Why
normal.
they stopping like that?
Why you stopping like that? And I'm sure they was on it, but because they saw I was on it,
okay.
They was like, well, he on it. We ain't about to, it's going to be tough to get him.
It's going to be, we might have to take a couple bullets to get him.
It's going to be tough. So they just ended up breaking out. But
I mean, even at the point in my life now to where when I walk into certain places, you know, I might walk to get, you know, a soda or something out the liquor store or something like that. Just normal place that you would normally go to. I'm always aware of my surroundings, and I'm always aware of who's in the aisles when I walk into the store. I'm looking, because you never know.
You never know what they own, yo.
You don't know what they own. Are they back there getting their guns loaded, getting ready to rob the store? Like, I'm always very aware. But as I get older, what I'm peeping though, and I don't know if you experience the same thing too, is like when the youngsters see that you're aware, you get a certain level of respect. I always get a, what's up, OG? You can go before me, OG. I'm good, man. You can go ahead of me, man. Yeah, it's a different level. Like, they looking like he own it. He know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
most definitely. Most definitely.
They can tell when you on top of your shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's always crazy to me. Because being a kid around my father, and once again, him being from the South, never having to deal with that, he never rode around with that type of paranoia. Even in Oakland, he just lived his life.
Right.
But me going through all that trauma as a child and growing up to adult in Oakland is different for me.
Yep. Yeah,
most definitely. Different when I ride around. You know what I'm saying?
As it should be.
As it should be. So even in a nicer area, which I am now, I still ride around with that same vigilance. Like, ain't nobody about to do shit to me.
No, I mean, I always say, man, our environment prepared us for wherever we go after that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was really, you know, it was tough because most of the time it didn't look like it was tough. Like, our area didn't look rough.
Did not look rough.
But, you know, you was going to experience something rough.
It did not look rough, but you was definitely going to experience some shit.
Right. So,
you know, definitely.
So I always felt like, you know, if you can make it around here through the bullshit, you're going to definitely be all right everywhere else.
I seen an interview with Too Short one time, and Too Short said something that summarizes Oakland. He said, you can line up 10 dudes from Oakland, and you'll never be able to tell who is the most violent. That's how Oakland dudes operate. You'll never be able to tell which one is the actual killer. Because it'll be dudes like you with glasses, dudes like me, facial cut.
Oh my goodness.
Might have families and everything. You would never tell who got the bodies.
Yo, man, the whole little partner regime freaked me out, yo, because none of them looked like mass murderers or nothing like that.
None of them.
But they was hard as fuck, yo. But
they all look like nice guys.
Right.
They all look like nice guys, but they was knocking shit down left and right.
Yo, yo.
To where even 30 years later, people understand like that crew was not to be fucked with.
Not to be fucked with, yo. Not to be fucked with.
Not to be fucked with.
No.
And even to this day, the ones who survived, they still get respect.
Yeah. And they still look like they not with the shit. They still look like they was never a part of it. I look at them and I be like, you was doing that? What?
Dude.
And they, you know, that's
they
just
grandfathers now, great grandfathers.
Yeah.
And they still with the business if you bring it to them.
Yeah. That part.
You bring it to them, they still with the business.
That's what I learned with that.
I remember Too Short saying that, and I was just like, damn, that does summarize Oakland and why you have to move a certain way, because you never know who the killer is. You just never know. You in a club, it might be 300 people in there, and 150 of them is killers. But then they're partying and shit, so you're not even thinking like that. And that's another thing. Like when I was a youngster, it got so rough in the town. Like when I went to the clubs, I was a dude with my back up against the wall because it's like I started seeing the gangsters, the thugs on the wall. But now that I'm older, I'm realizing they was looking for prey, whether it was a female or a nigga they can jack. That's why they wasn't dancing.
That's why they wasn't dancing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So as I got older and started hanging around certain people, they put me up on that like, yo, you out there dancing, having a good time. This motherfucker scoping out what you wearing, your watch, all this shit. And they gon' get you when you leave the club, though. Because you out here playing and they on some real shit. And it changed my mentality.
Yeah.
Even to this day, I'm almost the same way in the club. I just chill and relax, bump to the music a little bit, but I'm always just peeping the scene. I'm never the dude in the middle of the dance floor doing hammer time. That's not happening. Because I don't want to get caught off guard if shit cracks off.
That kind of goes back to, I remember seeing Ice-T in an interview talk about the P&D situation, or P&B was the rapper. He was saying, man, Californians have learned not to floss too hard. We've learned to just be in the background, even as celebrities, you know what I'm saying? We know, like, these cats out here don't play. They don't care who you are. So, you know, I think we definitely learn how to move as far as, like, you know, even when we got paper, we know how to keep the suckers away when, you know, when you balling like that. That's definitely what Oakland do. Like,
we know we have to tone it down depending on where we at.
Exactly.
And we put our survival above being flashy.
That part.
And just being a dude who flexing on people. That flexing gets you killed.
Flexing gets you popped.
And in the town, you that's what was happening. You wasn't just getting robbed; they was killing you and just taking your shit. And it's still happening to this day.
Yeah,
that's dude riding around flexing. They just killing them and taking their shit.
Yeah.
So you learn how to just look. I'm gonna go to the club. I might wear one watch, and that's all the stuff I'm gonna do tonight. Like, I'm wearing all these chains, the earring, the diamond. I'm taking all that shit out because I know the wolves is they watching. Even if you don't see them, they're watching.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man.
They're watching.
Hey man, one time we was at, and this was when I think Biggie just passed. We went out to New York. Went to this club out there, and we was with DJ Clark Kent. Shout out DJ Clark Kent. We came in there. He actually didn't meet it. He was already inside. He told us to come through. We come in there. We get inside. We looking for Clark Kent. I don't know. I think he was spinning or whatever. But somehow we didn't meet up with him yet. So his boys saw us and was like, fresh meat. We had on rollies and everything. Oh yeah, they was about to get us, yo. They was about to get us. We walked up in there and we was deep, but they still was gonna try us. They was gonna
you in there.
Cause we in their neighborhood, man. Shoot, man. We was getting ready. We finally meet up with him and he goes, hey man, you lucky you with me because my boys was ready to get y'all. I was like, woo, I'm so glad we with you, cause man, it could have been all ugly.
It's good to know people, man.
Yeah.
It's good to know people have connections, especially out of town.
Out of town, yo.
You know, all that checking in matters sometimes.
Oh yeah.
When you gonna be in clubs and you know out and about.
Yeah.
It's good to check in sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Checking in was, you know what, checking in was a thing before the internet. Even though they was talking about it on the internet, I was like, this is way before